Hey ninjas, are you a black belt? Yeah, you are. Awesome. Now we are still going to keep working and reviewing. You will have the opportunity to earn a double black belt for next week, okay? But we're going to keep going with our facade review. Now, you may have noticed in your packet, I don't know if you looked at your packet or you just went off the Schoology quiz, there was a problem on day 23 that I did not include on the quiz because there was just no way for me to do it, but I did want to go over it with you. So if you want to go back and look at day 23, I want you to look at this problem. All the other ones you did, but there was just no way I could get it up on Schoology the right way, but I do want to make sure that you understand it. So it says match each model with the correct fraction. So what that looks like is this right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6 are colored in. So this would be 6 sixths. So then I would find 6 sixths and bubble in underneath it. So the bubbles are going to be not straight up and down because no other problem can have 6 sixths. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces all together. So that would be 5/8. So I find 5/8, and then I bubble in going across and down. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 all together. So that fraction is 3 sixths. So I find 3 sixths and I go down until I get next to that fraction. Just wanted to make sure you understood how to do that. And 1, 2 bubble, 3, 4 all together. And then I go down and match that one. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense to you. All right, now we're going to cruise on to 24. All right, 24. Grades 2 and 3 have 362 pencils in their supply in all. In all. Grades 3 uses 117 pencils. Grade 2 uses 156 in the year. Benita wants to find out how many pencils are left. All right, so we have our altogether number. We have how much they use and how much they use. So what am I going to do? This is a two-stepper. I could do this two ways. I could take this number, subtract 117, then subtract 156, or I could add grade 2 and 3 together and then subtract that number from 362. Again, you may have already solved these, right? And you're just checking, or you're working them with me. Then I use that and that. So I added grade 2 and 3 together. Now I'm going to subtract that from the altogether number. All right. I have 2 fingers, can't take 3 away. Go next door, get 10 more. 12 minus 3 is 9. 5 fingers, can't take 7 away. Go next door, get 10 more. 15 minus 7 is 8, because 8 plus 7 is 15. 89 is our correct answer. Okay. Number 2, Carter's Club is selling note cards. There are 8 cards in each pack. Each of his 3 aunts buys 2 packs of cards. Write equations to find the total number of cards the aunt buys. All right. So there's 8 cards in each pack, and each aunt buys 2 packs. So how many packs did the aunts buy? Is it 5? No, if this aunt bought 2, and this aunt bought 2, and this aunt bought 2, it's 3 times 2, right? Now what am I going to do with that 6? There's 6 packs and 8 in each pack. I would multiply 8 times 6. That is correct. I don't see 8 times 6, but I know my commutative property tells me I can flip-flop my factors and get B. All right? So when you got 3 numbers in a problem, you're going to do more than one step. You just have to stop and think, what do I know? What am I trying to find out? What can I do to solve that? Mianna wants to sell 145 bracelets. She sells 7 bracelets a month for 3 months. Select a good estimate for how many more bracelets Mianna needs to sell to reach her goal. So this is estimating. Okay. She sells 7 bracelets. She wants to sell 145 altogether. So I know I'm not going to add. She sells 7 a month for 3 months. So what do we do? 7 this month, 7 this month, 7 that month. So I would add them, or 7 times 3. And you should get 21. Okay. But she wants to sell 145. So how many more does she need to sell? We subtract now. 5 minus 1 is 4. 4 minus 2 is 2. 1 minus 0 is 1. So what is the best estimate there? What's the closest one? We know if we were rounding, it would round to 120. The closest one would be A, 125. Okay, these are all smaller than what she needs to sell. So those would not be good estimates. Larry collects cans to recycle. His goal is to collect 300 cans. So he wants to collect 300. 1 month he collected 176, and the next month he collected 85. How many more? So we know we're going to subtract. This is just like the problem on number 1. You could start at 300, subtract and subtract, or you can add the total number that he collected and then subtract it from the 300, that's what I like to do. All right, so now we're going to know how many cans he collected, and then we can subtract it from the 300 can goal. 6 minus 5 is 1. 7 fingers, can't take 8 away. Go next door, get 10 more, and lots of regrouping today. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, goofy. Sorry, I was thinking we were subtracting because we've been doing so much. We're adding because we need to know how many total cans. I bet you were thinking, Mrs. Peters. All right, 11. 7 minus plus 1 is 8. 8 plus 8 is 16. So I get 261. That's how many he's collected. Now we want to know how many more he needs. So then I would subtract. Okay. Remember, when it's the double zero, we can change that to a 10 and change that down 1 more. 1 less from 30 is 29. So I get 10 minus 1 is 9. 9 minus 6 is 3. Okay. Mateus, I guess, made a picture graph to show how many birds he saw watching each week. In which week or weeks did he see 5 birds? So let's see, each bird is worth 2, and each half is worth 1. So we did this with graphing. We counted them all out. 2, 4, 6, 8, and then 9. 2, 4, 5, 2, 4, 6, 8. So which week did he see 5? Week number 2. Pretty easy. That's what I like to do. I remember teaching you that too. Count my data up, and then I don't have to keep going back and forth. All right, number 6. Look at the picture graph from problem 5. How many more birds did Mateus, I'm not saying that right, I'm sorry, see in week 3 than in week 2? So week 3, he saw 5. Remember we did this? Then in week 2, no, in week 3 he saw 8, week 2 he saw 5. It says how many more? We subtract 8 minus 5, that should be pretty easy, is 3. See how helpful that was to have the data already there? Sasha is making a bar graph to compare how many books she has of each type. She has 15 music books, 10 nature books, 20 story books, and 5 pop-up books. Which scale makes the most sense for Sasha, should be Sasha, to use with her picture graph? We did this before. So we've got 5, we've got 10, we've got 20, we've got 15. What do all those numbers have in common? You can count by 5s to get there. 5, 10, 15, 20. So the best scale that makes the most sense would be for 5s, right? You can use any of the scales. It's just if it's an odd number, then you would have to, if you did it by 1, you'd have 20, 1, 2, 3, 4. That'd be too much. By 2s, you could do it by 2s, but then you'd have to do it like a 1 and a half a picture, like our bird one that had half a bird to count for 1. 10, that's not a good one because 5's not even there. So you can't even do it. So 5 makes the most sense because you can skip count by 5s to get to all of those. Which point is 3/8 on the number line? So here's a number line. Which one is 3/8? So I would count 1/8, 2/8. Oh, 3/8, we're already there. So that would be point A, right? 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8, 8/8. 1 whole. How many 1/6 do you need to get to 3/6? Use the number line to help. Well, 1/6, 2/6, 3/6. So if you're at 1/6, 1/6, 1/6, 1/6, 1/6, 1/6, 1/6. And if you want to get to 3/6, you would need how many pieces? 3. So in our grid, we put 3, and then we come down and bubble in our 3. All right, number 10 should be pretty easy. Same thing. How many 1/6 do you need to get to 5/6? So each piece is 1/6. 1, 2, 3. Oops, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We would need 5 pieces. 5 in our grid, 5 in our bubbles. Make sure you bubble in the right number. It'll be clearer on FSA. This is kind of, it's like a copy of a copy. So, but it'll be much clearer on FSA. All righty, black belts. I will see you tomorrow. Oh, sorry, I forgot. You don't have to do 23 because that was your check-in yesterday unless you want to. So today you're going to do day 24 because like I say a million times, we match our days, 24, 24, and get it checked. So do that today. You do not need to you do not need to do the explaining part, okay, unless you want to. All right, so 1, 2 problems independently, get it checked. I'm sure your parents are becoming math wizards just like you. And I will see you tomorrow for day 20.